Okay. Yeah.
Here we go again.
Okay, trying this again. We're live. I'm waiting on it to pop up here that you're live. Oh, look at that. You started a live video. And let me join it. But don't add me because we know that'll be bad. We'll wait for the people to come and show up. Cari. All right, look at that. They're back. Already. Why are you looking at me like that? Such judgment.
It's this hair. It's made you different.
It's made me... I'm not the same.
You're not the same.
Okay.
Jamel with long hair is not the same. She's just different. Okay, so all jokes aside, so this morning I called Jamel and I'm like, yo, this Don Lemon thing just broke. And she was just waking up and she hadn't seen it. Mm-hmm. And I was really upset and disturbed because I felt like it was... I gotta be honest with y'all. It struck us for a few reasons. One, we know Don, just like a lot of people. We know Don. We have a personal relationship with Don. But the reality is that we are in very serious times. And if you don't think that what happened affects you, it's not just that he's black, it's not that he's just a journalist, it's not that he's a gay man. If you honestly believe that this doesn't affect you, your family, or your friends, you are sadly mistaken. Y'all need to wake the fuck up. And I mean it. Like, it is time to wake up. Don Lemon being arrested in a hotel in California while reporting on the Grammys. 5 things are happening. 1, they're following his Instagram. They know where he's going. They know his every step. They knew where he was staying. That means that there was a coordinated effort to find out when it would happen so that it could be the most embarrassing moment for him at the most height in terms of people watching. They did that intentionally.
Right. And everybody black. All the people arrested in this, they were all black. And so it wasn't just him, but it was another black journalist out of Minneapolis, independent journalist. So I think they were targeted because they're black, because they're independent, and firmly sort of anti-establishment in the setup. Like, there's no big network behind them. So that made them low-hanging fruit. But everybody black, everybody who was arrested is black, which should tell you something about what this government, their hostility toward us is. And it's not just black people, it's just the citizens in general. But they especially want to make examples out of black people because they know they'll get the least amount of sympathy. That people, especially some people, with how they feel about journalists in general, because the president has labeled journalists to be enemies of the state. Mm-hmm. This is why certain things we can't stand for. And this is one of them. Mm-hmm. I don't care if you left, right, up, middle, sideways. I don't care what your political leanings are. But this is a dangerous signal for the entire country because the democracy does not exist without a free press.
Democracy does not exist without a free press. So I was asking Jamel, y'all know this, Jay has dealt with this Trump 1 administration in ways in which we saw how that played out. But the reality is everything feels so different because evil does not know when to quit.
That's a bar.
Evil does not know when to stop. Evil has no limits. Evil has no boundaries. Evil does not feel ashamed. It has no sense of empathy, which is why we watched them unload 10 bullets in Alex Preddy and then say that he was the problem. Mm-hmm. They went to a journalist's home, not Don Lemon, the other journalist, Georgia Ford. DEA, drug enforcement officers, are going to her home to arrest her because she filmed a protest. You should be terrified. You should be terrified.
And I also, what you guys need to realize, too, is that journalists are allowed to cover protests. Don Lemon was not leading the protest. He was not joining the protest. All he did was ask people questions about why they were there and document what happened, which is the act of journalism. And just so you know, January 6th, there were reporters there reporting on what was happening on January 6th. And notice there's a difference with how these things are handled. So especially when you consider the fact that it is black journalists who more than anybody else has challenged this presidency and this president and this administration, because we told people from the get what type of time he was on. That's why this administration is expressly going after black folks and black journalists.
Because there will be no sympathy. And we also are exhausted. Here's the thing. We as a nation, we are exhausted. We have cognitive dissonance, as Jamel described it. We sometimes are like, I'm too tired, my head hurts, I don't want to think about what's happening. I am frustrated by the world, so I'm going to turn off the TV and I'm going to watch Bridgerton. I'm going to turn off the TV and I'm going to watch whatever reality show. I'm going to watch Super Bowl. I'm going to watch you're going to do all of those things because you don't want to be involved. It's too much. And I know so many of you who have huge platforms are afraid to speak out. Please make a donation then. Make a donation to a fund that will allow that some of these journalists get attorneys as well as get out of jail, because it's starting to happen in real time. If you don't feel like you can do what we are doing, there are other ways that you can help. You don't have to go out and do and protest. You can donate. You can quietly cook for people who are protesting. There are ways in which you can actually help out, because this is the only way we're going to get through this. And Jamel said something today, which is why we came on. You know, we started a new podcast, Flagrant and Funny. And we still are doing what we do. Two aunties talking. This auntie got blonde hair. She full on Mary J. Blige. She's changed, y'all. She's changed.
I'm in my MJB era.
Yeah, she's full on Mary J. Blige. She's changed. She's out here just like, I got my hair and now what? And
Can't tell me nothing. Don't even look me in the eye.
Don't even look me in the eye when I walk down the street. That's how she is. But the truth is, honestly, the truth is, we talked about it on the show. Please tune in and support our new show, Flagrant and Funny.
Available wherever you get your podcast.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
So a new episode is dropping today.
And we talk about this in a real way. Don is our friend. And I'll be honest,
Cari, even if he wasn't my friend.
Even if he was
a journalist I could not stand and didn't know and didn't like, I would still be like,
That's true.
we can't have this. So this is...
Do you remember that time Don asked me to go on TV without my hair? That's the kind of friends we are. He called me up one day. Kelly knows the story. He called me up one day and said, hey, Michelle Obama said she couldn't wear braids or her real hair because it was a tough lie. Do you want to come on and just take your hair off? I said, no, Don, I don't want to come on your show and take my hair off.
Only Don. Only Don.
And you already know what I want to say about him. That, and I was like, nah.
What did you want to call him something specific?
Yeah, I was like, that. No.
Yes, Don is, and when I was going through my own thing with Trump, Don was very supportive, among many who reached out, and just consistently throughout this portion of my career, Don has been a voice, and I thank God that he is in this independent journalism space, because I think it's allowed him to really do the boots on the ground journalism that we need in this moment.
Yeah.
And even though I know that a lot of people have very negative feelings towards journalists, do understand that there are so many abuses of power, so many things you would not know about if not for journalists courageously uncovering these things or asking questions. Like citizen and advocacy journalism and just Black journalism and journalism period has moved this society ahead.
And look, and let's just keep it a buck. We're using our big words and we're saying the right things, but in my core, I'm all like, I am so afraid. I'm afraid to stand here and be as honest as I am about what we feel. But my friend dropped a bar in the podcast today, and my anger outweighs my fear. And I'm not saying that we all have to have that, but you should be angry and you should be concerned. Your anger should outweigh your fear.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And listen, real quick. I think there's a lesson to be learned from Minneapolis. That's a good one for people to remember.
Go ahead.
You see this administration sort of changing its course in real time to some degree. And that should let you know that the power of the people and the voices of the people still matter. That they're still vulnerable and susceptible to those voices. If the people in Minneapolis didn't stand 10 toes down, trust me, we would not even be at this point. The Alex Preddy murder, which I consider it to be...
It was an execution.
It was an execution in broad daylight. That showed the world something very ugly about this country. Now, granted, is it the first? Hell no. Black people, we have been vulnerable to state-sanctioned violence forever, right? So we understand this innately. But I think what the people should take away from this is that there's a power that we have that will not be denied.
You use your powers for good. And what's happening right now is wild. They arrested 4 people, trumped up charges, all pun intended. And imagine someone knocking on your door and your children are there watching you be arrested. Imagine that while all you were doing is your job. Like, I'm sitting on fries and you're like, I don't like the way you're doing the fries at McDonald's. Come with me. I'm like, what? or we're being silly, but the reality is that it's all the things. And I think that we should be aware of it. Now, again, to my point, we came on here to talk about our podcast, Flagrant and Funny. We just dropped it. But we have an episode dropping today. What time, Coscarelli, does the episode usually drop?
Hoping around 2:30.
All
right. So this afternoon, the episode drops. Please tune in. We'll post it on our outlets. And the reality is this. I just want you guys to be as vocal as you can. I don't care if it's leaving comments and a fake name under whatever. Do what you got to do. Mm-hmm. Make sure you're saying that and you're supporting Don. Don is an example of what's going to happen to so many people, but he's built for this, right?
Yeah,
he is built for this.
They picked the right one, but the wrong one. And
what does that mean?
Meaning that they picked the right one, and that we know Don is going to stand 10 toes, right, 100%. And they picked the wrong one because they are going to badly lose this fight. And not just, I don't mean whatever happens in court, but I think the perception that they can just come in and make an example and to terrorize journalists, because this is about sending a bad signal and a message to other journalists, is that if you get too close to holding power to account, this is what waits for you on the other side, which is why, and I'll be very disappointed if this doesn't happen, but Jimmy Kimmel, all those people who have been caught in the Trump dragnet, you better be the loudest motherfuckers out here, period. Other journalists, I don't care what publication and outlet you work for, you need to stand up and say, this ain't right. So this is a time for some solidarity in our industry, certainly in our country, but especially in our industry, because there's certain things that we can't stand for. And while you talked about support, Cari, don't just support Don. Support a lot of independent journalists.
And support us.
Yes, support us. We are independent journalists.
Yeah.
Support Joy-Ann Reid. Support Roland Martin. Support all of these people who are in this fight, in the thick of this every day. Because that is the only way we are going to hold this administration to account and not set bad precedents.
And last but not least, the reason why we need your support is because Auntie has 37 inches of blonde hair.
I got a buzz down now, y'all.
She got a bust
down. It's a different time for me.
It's a different, and it's expensive. She can't just be busting down just with a shout out and a like.
You're right. I mean,
support
come
Auntie.
on, support the bust down.
Look at this.
What?
He loved me some Jay.
Aww.
Kelly Carter, love you guys. We love you too.
We love you too, Kelly.
All right. We love y'all. We've been out.
All right. Download, subscribe, like, do all the things.
All the things. All the things. All the things. Love y'all.
All right.
By the way, Coscarelli, I love how you held up the laptop to your face like you had warrants.
Like
you
warrants.
got warrants?
Oh, God.
You were just like, oh, snap.
That is so fucking funny.
This one. This one.
Wait, why you still...
I just want them to see how much hair you got so they know the support.
Yes. They know the support.
You don't come with this kind of hair and you don't get likes and drop $5. Give her a gift. Y'all can only do that on the Twitter here.
This is why your friend, it be your own people every single time.
Y'all not gonna support this?
Each time.
Y'all not gonna support this? Y'all not gonna support this? Y'all not gonna support all this hair?
You get away from me.
Hey, Portia. Y'all not gonna support all this? Hey, girl. Hey.
Oh, my God.
Love y'all. Crystal, I see you. We dropping.
Oh, my God.